Today, I'm going to give you the best tips to help you easily complete the corrupted Grandmaster Nightfall. This Nightfall went from being the hardest in the game to not being too bad, and today, I'm going to give you some tips on how to beat this GM easily. If you'd like a full walkthrough guide on this strike, I've left my GM guide from Season 19 in the description below, as despite it being from Season 19, it is still viable. Without wasting any more time, let's hop into the guide. Opening with loadouts, you'll need to deal with overload and unstoppable champions, meaning that some options can flat out counter champions. In the primary slot, I'd highly recommend running choke-clip fusion rifles, as choke-clip fusion rifles can single-handedly deal with both champion types. If your team does not have access to choke-clip fusion rifles, then conditional finality and even malfeasance are great options for this GM. You can also consider running blinding grenades or wither horde, since you'll have a lot of adds to deal with within this Nightfall. For secondaries, run forbearance once again to destroy this GM. If your team isn't running choke-clip fusion rifles, then you can definitely consider running divinity, as it'll provide the best source of overload in the game, alongside a damage buff. For heavy weapons, consider running linear fusion rifles for steady boss damage, although rockets aren't a bad option. For subclasses, void, stasis, and strand hunters will dominate in this GM. If you're a warlock, solar warlock is highly recommended for well, but stasis warlock will do just fine. For titans, the suspend strand titan build will do wonders in this GM. For mods, run arc resistance and concussive dampener to not die due to the boss. Now that that's been covered, let's get to the tips. For the opener, there's nothing too important here, so we're just going to skip straight to the elevator section. For the elevator, your team can charge the orbs you get by grabbing them and throwing them at a teammate. That teammate needs to be looking at you when you throw it at them, but if they are, throw it and the orb will be supercharged. The reason you want to do this is because it will allow you to one-shot the shields, when before you'd need multiple orbs. Other than that, have your team pre-place wither hordes, grenades, or whatever crowd control items you have to clear ads fast and get to the shielded enemies quicker. Once both waves of shielded enemies have died, you can move on. For the double ogre section, there's really nothing too special here. Have your team take down the hive ogre first, then the taken ogre for an easier experience, otherwise don't stress too much. The next major tip I have comes during the drop down after the group of ads after the ogre section. This drop down can be really scary for some players, but there's an easy way around it. Have your team drop down onto this rock, then once you land on the rock, drop down to the portal. This will ensure that your team does not die to the spinning rocks in this section. Once you get through the portal, your team will have some group of ads to kill, so kill them, then move on. We have finally hit the boss fight. For the boss fight, you can utilize this back platform for cover from all the ads in the boss. It's a nice little bit of space, and while you are not immune to her attacks, you can still block them easily. I'm not sure if the one phase on Sedia is still possible, but if it is, then you can refer back to my Season 19 GM guide on how to easily one phase her. Once you get through the portal, your team will want to traverse the Ascendant plane carefully. When you're dealing with the ads on the platform that has the unstoppable champ, kill all the normal ads to send Sedia away for an easy champion kill. Once you reach the final arena, play it slowly if you have no ammo. Just chip at her health until she's dead for an easy the corrupted Grandmaster completion. Well, I hope you found this guide helpful. If you did, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more Destiny 2 content dropping weekly. Be sure to stop by my streams that happen right here on YouTube to watch me do different challenges like Solo Root of Nightmares and other fun things. Finally, check out my other social media platforms, all linked in the description below. With that being said, I'm SniperKH, and I'm out. Good luck with gaming.